That's a good game. I really like it just because like you can think and you can do stuff. There's some pretty fucking, and not so much in limited, but like you occasionally in the like more advanced sets, you can do some pretty cool stuff. Like see some pretty cool interactions happen.
All right, first pick, pack one. Would you like to play the black, white, blue deck with Bolas Clutches and Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, just in case we get this towards the end of a long, grindy game and win with it?
Oh, dude. Oh my, I gotta tell you this. I drafted a deck last night, right? And it's not black, but it's like blue, white, historic shit.
Yeah.
And I have, oh no, it's blue, white, black. Excuse me. Yeah, it is those colors. I have 2 Voltaic Servants, and I have the 7/7 artifact guy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm splashing blue just for Bolas's Clutches and 2 Nicks, right?
Yeah.
Every single game I've cast, I'm out of like 4 or no, I went 5-0 with it or whatever. Every single game I cast Voltaic Servant on turn 2, and then on turn 4 I cast the 7/7 guy and just untapped him.
Yep.
And won the game every single time. It was so dirty.
Yep, it sounds ridiculously dirty. I'd take Eviscerate here. I could be talked into the Adept as a first pick because you can build pretty nicely with that. But I think Eviscerate's more consistent. The Gorger's still pretty interesting to me, but he's less interesting than either of these 2 cards to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, it's either Eviscerate or Fire Fist Adept, and if we want to try to be aggressive, Fire Fist Adept is really good. Eviscerate's definitely the safer pick here, but there's a lot of merit because Fire Fist Adept is, like, if we can get a wizard deck, right? Like, it's a 2 for 1, right?
Passing Eviscerate is brutal, though.
Yeah, it's really tough to pass just a hard removal. But Fire Fist Adept is pseudo removal and a good body, so, like, it's pretty close. It's just basically what color you want to play here. Someone who are left might end up in red too because we're passing a Tiana, which is a small consideration in our real table, but the AI doesn't give a shit about that. They just
the drafting in the real table was kind of weird. I got past a lot of cards at various stages in the draft that I would never have expected to got at that point. Like I felt like I got higher card quality at the table than I did at the computer.
Yeah, I mean that's not unlikely because people tend to be pretty disciplined about what they're picking. Like, there's not, like, the AI just doesn't give a shit, right? They just take the best card out of the pack. I'm pretty sure is the way that it works.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's really different. I mean, it's probably pretty close. I think it's pretty safe to just take either one of those 2 cards, but it's one of those.
Let's try the wizard shit.
Sure. Let's go with the Adept.
What deck did I end up? I promised Neoblis, and I know there's some interest about this, in a half hour. I recorded a video last night, so I played the draft. And then I met my wife at a bar, and we, drank for an hour or something. And then I came home, and then I recorded a video about how the draft went, and I recreated my draft deck. I took a photo of it. You can find it in my Discord right now if you want to go see the deck itself. And then I also recreated the deck on MTG Arena and recorded a video talking about how the draft went. Comes out in a half hour, so I promise we'll get some information about that in a minute. This looks like a deep freeze to me.
Yeah, there's 3 picks here, right? It's the Triumph of Gerard, the Baloth, the Deep Freeze, and a small nod to the Skittering Surveyor.
Baloth is good, man. Not good
Baloth
with wizard synergy.
I don't know that we want to be red-green, but like I think it's either Triumph or Deep Freeze here, probably. And Deep Freeze is probably just solid. Like, if we want to be the wizard deck, we want to be blue-red, and Deep Freeze is a really, really good card, so it's removal, right?
Yeah, I'd take this. Hey, Misslin. I'll take the deep freeze. I'm fine with that. I'll take a repick.
So,
this is either Omnivore or Animus, and we're just speculating at that point.
I'm not even close to those.
What are you at?
I'm at either the Sparring Construct or the Orcish Vandal.
I'm not playing that card.
It's early enough that we could get enough artifacts that the Orcish Vandal's actually just insane, and it's very, very speculative. But committing to a 3rd color here just seems really
Well, we're not committing. We're speculating.
Well, I mean, we're speculating, but like.
Tsui, did you, Tsui, the man who wants 5-color decks, just say committing to a 3rd color on the 3rd pick is too much?
Well, I mean,
what
it's
happened?
Not too much, but I'm saying we're not committing to a 3rd color for an amazing card. Like, both of those cards are okay, right? I think that the Orcish Vandal could be really good in our deck if we take it this early. Like, it's definitely an insane effect, right? Have you read it?
Yes.
Yeah, like, it's a really strong effect. We can definitely get enough artifacts to make it worthwhile. probably.
We can definitely probably. I'll take the sparring construct with that kind of.
I mean, maybe the orcish guy wheels, right? Like this is an Academy Drake.
So I want that. This is better. Oh, Academy Drake is okay with our colors, I suppose. I was gonna say Jousting Lance is really strong and an aggressive archetype.
Yeah, I think Academy Drake's better though.
Evasive creatures are very strong for sure.
Yeah.
This looks terrible. I take the Cyclops or the second sparring construct, but I'm not super excited about that.
No, I like Cyclops. 4/4 for 4 is good.
Yeah.
I like the Wizard.
I don't like the Wizard, but I'll probably pick him here.
No, I don't like any of the cards in the pack. I mean, by like the Wizard, I mean we're taking the Wizard.
I like Run Amok. This card is This card can get out of control early with the right equipment stuff, but it's kind of it all really ends really
I'd rather just take the Run Amok. I don't want to be in Champion of the Flame.
I agree. This is actually fine in this deck.
Almost fine.
All right, pack 1.
Seismic Shift for the sideboard.
Yeah, I guess.
Do that or the Confessor maybe.
Yeah.
I don't mind one of the big dumb artifacts. Keldon War Colors are really shitty 2-drop, right?
Yeah, it's just no text.
Yeah, I mean, like I would just take one of the big dudes.
I think I prefer the 6 for 5/5 if it's just about getting a creature.
We don't have anything that it interacts with yet, so I agree with the party for you. Let's take the Vandal here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Sure. Sweet. We can take you can take your shield, which
nice.
You love.
Because you want to sacrifice it is what you want to do. I'm gonna play the shield and refuse to sacrifice it. So you want to splash black for the Demon Lord yet? God, we got immediately punished for not going black.
Yes, we did.
Shizik's fine for an aggressive archetype here. Probably the best card for here.
Divination is really good.
These cards.
We're not that blue that we couldn't just play Grixis if we wanted to, right?
We're not that blue at all. We have 2 blue cards. We could drop blue and go black red.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like we're not so committed that we can't just take the Demon Lord if you want it. Like we could just play straight 3-color too. It's not bad.
There's the Tsui I know.
Speculating on the Thallid is one thing, right? Like it's the Thallid. It's good, but it's not like insane. Demon Lord like wins the game, right? It's a dragon.
Yeah.
It's between that and the Skizix for me.
Yeah, same. We have at the moment we have no wizard synergy, so our Fire Fist as a first pick.
We have 2 wizards, right? So
yeah,
I could just see taking the Demon Lord and not caring. It's a much better win condition than Skizix is.
This card can be fun though.
Yeah. I'd probably just take the Demon here and just move into Grixis.
Do we have to believe for blue-red though?
Say again?
Do we just have to believe for blue-red though?
I don't believe here. I think opening the Demon Lord, we don't care.
I want to draft that card. Do you want Skizik now?
Yeah, now we want the Skizix.
Okay, we could have 2 though.
All right.
All right, we don't have white yet, but we could get it. It's that or the wizard, or a short sword. Short sword's good.
Short sword's probably not actually the worst in this deck.
Yeah, because you think we're playing Orcish Vandal. Joke's on you. I'm going to take all the artifacts and refuse to play Orcish Vandal.
If we have like more than 6 artifacts in our deck, Orcish Vandal is going to be completely insane. He's going to eat like 4 creatures for free, and we're going to be like, yeah.
Until they have 1 damage. It's not for free. We have to sack the artifact.
Whatever, it's free.
It's not. All right. Lava Runner or Short Sword for me.
We could also just take the Talarian Scholar to buff our Fire Fist Adept and not care about it at all. Like it's a mediocre creature, but it is.
No, this is a wizard. This is a better wizard than the Scholar. I don't think we're playing blue right now.
I think we're still playing blue right now.
We could take Blessed Light, best card here.
We're pretty far from that, I think.
We could cut red and blue and play black-white.
We wouldn't have enough playables if we tried to do that.
Sure we would.
I don't know. I think Talarian Scholar is actually better than the Lava Runner. I don't see us having a lot of instants and sorceries in our deck.
All right.
It's a Journey Mage.
Yeah, it is a Journey Mage.
Journey Mage.
Card's
So
good. Yep, agreed. Blink of an Eye is really close though. I like the body. Moral to Genius is fine. I'd take Fiery though.
Yeah, I like Fiery Intervention. I didn't see that card initially. I was like, oh, Memorial of Genius, awesome. Yeah, Fiery Intervention is just a removal, right? So.
You want your second Vandal, don't you?
No, I want Divination.
I want Blink of an Eye over Divination.
I think Divination's better than Blink of an Eye.
This card is quasi-removal for us, especially on tempo.
It takes 4 to draw the card, right? Like,
but two for tempo.
We're not really that tempo-y right now.
We don't have any fucking good cards, so.
But I don't know. I think Divination's a lot. think Divination's a lot better than Blink of an Eye here.
So what is this
Just wanna
deck gonna
fill
be?
our
We're gonna run weak creatures with a bunch of artifacts.
We're just
Good
gonna
luck.
run a bunch of. We're just gonna get some more removal, and we're just gonna play a bunch of good cards, and we're gonna be Grixis good stuff. Don't worry about it. I take Divination here without even thinking about it. Blink of an Eye is decent, but I like Divination a lot more.
All right, I want to try it and then yell at you every single time we draw a Divination. I want Blink of an Eye. So that's my plan. Syncopate over Keldon Overseer here.
It's actually pretty close.
Do you want to go fast or you want to go hard?
I think I like the Syncopate.
You want to? You don't want to do either.
I think we're moving into a slow deck here because you've got the Demon Lord and like a couple really good.
Do we have the Demon Lord? Literally the only black card we have on.
I think we still play Demon Lord here. We kind of got punished for not taking the thing now since we got another Divination. But two Divination.
Still Divination really here over anything else.
I mean, double Divination is still really good.
Yeah, so. It's like a totally worse in all ways Dark Pact or whatever the fuck it is we're playing. You want third Divination? First Overseer or Soul Salvage?
I don't know if we want 3 Divinations. That's pretty aggressive. Keldon Overseer is pretty decent, so I could get on board with one of those.
Yeah, this deck's getting good. Ooh, I know you love this card, but I think I'd take Syncopate here.
Syncopate is way better. Our deck isn't that aggressive, right? Another Lava Runner's fine.
Is it?
It's either that or the Turtle. Maybe Divest for the sideboard, but
it's not Turtle.
Lava Runner. Probably just Lava Runner.
Yeah,
for
I'm fine with that.
Synergy. Ooh, Wizard's Retort. That's really good for us.
Strong words. Taking the 2.
Take the 2-drop, yeah.
We have a million artifacts. Okay, deck's looking.
Seismic for the board, dude. We got it.
You want to splash white? Get Sarah Angel, Shaylai, and Blessed Light. Just pick those. How about the Icy Manipulator?
Yeah, it's probably Icy. There's the Journey
probably
really here, but it's probably Icy over it.
I think we should get the Vandals in so we can get rid of that Icy ASAP.
Sure.
This is
I like,
fight. This card is.
Oh, there's a fight with fire in this pack. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We're taking that.
What, I didn't see that. You're gonna talk about the Chronicler?
No, I was gonna talk about the Merfolk here. Is really nice, but fight with fire is insane. So.
How about the Djinn with 20,000 artifacts?
Yep, get him in there. Get the dragon in there.
How is this card here? This is the first pick out of every pack for me. Card's insane.
Alright, let's get him in there.
Deep Freeze number 2, not even bad.
Yeah. Deep Freeze number 2 looks real good.
All right, we're more blue than I was giving us credit for. I know you've got. I can hear it over the internet. I can hear your dick thumping into the underside of the table as you see the Sentinel, the Pearl Trident.
That's the one. I mean, none of the other cards are even playable. I mean, Bolden Arcanist actually isn't probably the worst. It might actually just be better. Probably is actually. We need 2-drops really bad.
This card is not playable. We do have a lot of historic permanents for once.
I mean, we don't have anything that it interacts favorably with, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would all be reactive, so we'd be just holding.
I think Bolden and Arcanist is probably 100 times better.
Yeah, I like the 1/3s. So, do we want a second Cyclops here over a third Syncopate? I think we do.
I think we do, yeah.
Okay. The Trickster is still here.
Yeah, get him in there.
We need a 2-drop, too. Works out well.
Yeah, it's a good wizard, so... Valerian Scholar looks pretty nice.
Do we need a Scholar? Do we have 3-drops? Drake, Helen
We don't
Golem.
have that many. We only have a few. I think we want the other wizard, another wizard.
Yeah, I think we do too. Scholars tend to stick on the board because no one wants to trade with them. It's another wizard that 2-drop.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Yep, 100%. So are we playing black for Demon Lord on 1 card, double black? I don't think we are.
We didn't see a single black card after that, so probably not. But feels kind of bad, but it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still probably fit it in the deck.
No, we couldn't, Tsui. We have double blue on 2. There's no fitting that in the deck.
We've got double divination. It would be fine.
It would be terrible.
So I think we take Fervent Strike here.
Yeah.
Over Rescue.
Yeah. Well, it's over Soul Salvage. If we're playing, this is why I'm asking, because the Soul Salvage is actually good with this deck. It gives us a little bit of reach at the end with a bunch of valuable creatures. So if we're playing black, I'd play Soul Salvage. If we're not, I'm playing Fervent Strike here.
I think we just take Fervent Strike. Probably not playing Demon Lord.
Got a fuck ton of artifacts, maybe playable. Ooh,
Yeah,
3 seismic
maybe.
shifts. Let's go land removal.
We could.
All right.
So let's cut the Demon Lord.
If you get a
So
moment, Tsui, and you're feeling up to it, can you do either headphones or just change your position of your speakers and mic so we don't
I'll
get feedback?
put my headset on here in a second.
Okay, cool. So this deck is aggressively curved in a way that's not helpful for us. I mean, with triple divination, maybe. Oh, we only took 2 though. Triple divination might have been fine with so many lava runners. We need to cut 11 cards. We have no enchants. The Snapper's not particularly interesting to me.
Not super great.
These are all pretty good. Shizik's only a maybe in this deck. I think it's probably yes.
I don't know about the Partick Warrior either.
I can happily get rid of him with the... I mean, this is now our win condition. How did we get no Sphinxes in this deck? How is just no Sphinxes offered to us?
I mean, we didn't see a single Sphinx, right?
Yeah.
So...
I don't think... I mean, we have a lot of historic spells.
What's the count?
What are we doing with this deck?
5, 6. We only got 6. Not that many.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know that we want to be playing all of them.
The Sparring Constructs.
I'm not convinced on the Construct, the Shield, or the Howling Golem. So cut Sage of Latdam, he's not good enough.
Yeah.
I don't think Shield is good with how aggressive we're trying to be.
Wait.
Another creature would just be better every single time.
I don't think that's true, though. I think a lot of the time Shields lets you attack into stalled boards on the ground. We've had this conversation a number of times.
We've had this conversation 100 times, and every time I come to the same conclusion. And then I'm not convinced that it would perform better than a creature any single time. Like, what are we gonna cut instead of it? A creature?
I don't know. Let's take a look at our count. 17 right now.
I don't want to cut any creatures. All of our creatures are pretty nice, except for the Partick Warrior.
And the Love It Run. I think this is our win condition for us, though. God, maybe we do want the Demon Lord in.
Howling Golem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
dude, look at the Jin. The Jin on 4, because we played Shield on 2, is really meaningful.
I mean, I guess.
I'm almost gonna.
And we're spending our turn 2 just casting a bad card.
That's right. So because that moves up our 5/6 win condition from turn 6 to turn 4. So yes, casting a bad card on 2 is fine for that. Same with Howling Golem. I'm not cutting any of those because I'm playing Jin on fucking 6 every 4 every turn.
How many cards is this deck right now?
A million. Like 67,000. 47.
Okay.
I like the wizard count on the lava runners, but the lava runners are pretty bad. I don't like Overseer in this deck.
I think it's the win condition.
I don't like Wizard's Retort particularly. We have a lot of wizards though.
I think Wizard's Retort's pretty good in this deck.
I don't like the Wanderer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we cut Partick Wanderer, we cut Sparring Construct, we cut the Shield.
No, we don't cut the Shield. We absolutely do not cut the Shield. Shield stays. I'll cut Sparring Construct.
It's gonna be worse than any creature that we're gonna cut instead of it. Like, what are we gonna cut? A wizard? Because that's our only option. We need to get this deck down to 40 cards.
Yeah, it's fat.
It's super fat.
I think Wizard's Retort goes.
I don't think that's right. I think we want it for activating the Lava Runners. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think double Lava Runner could go, and we'd be just fine with that. We got a fuck ton of 3s.
We've got 7 instants and sorceries in this deck, so
they're good though, all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Lava Runners are fine.
Well, but the Lava Runners could go. I mean, creature count right now is 16. We could bring it down to 14, drop the Lava Runners, and then we could be a little bit more liberal in getting rid of those, getting rid of some of those instants and sorceries.
We don't want to get rid of any of our instants or sorceries, though. They're all really good. Like, that's
well,
this is
except
what I'm saying.
but no, but look at this.
If we lose the shield, we're losing either a wizard or a removal spell.
But look at our curve, Tsui.
I don't think it's better than either of those.
But look at our curve. We have 2 Lava Runners, sure. Okay, then what do we do on 2? 1/3s? The 2/2 trick creature?
And then we're playing 2 3s.
And then we're playing yeah, exactly. But none of those creatures can attack into a board. They all just fail at attacking. So what are we doing? Do you really think this is aggressive tempo? There's no reach. The entire early game is then going to be us sitting with 1/3s and 2/3s not able to attack. That doesn't look like a Lava Runner deck to me.
I don't really want to go down to 5 wizards for our Fire Fisted app. Seems pretty fucking bad to me to only have 5 wizards in the deck with that guy.
Well, maybe the Lava Runner's not necessary. Or the Fire Fist isn't. I don't know. Fire Fist seems fine.
That's insane. Like, every single... This is what I'm saying. Like, every card in our deck is better than the shield right now. Every single other card.
I don't think the Lava Runners are good. I think, though... Because, I mean, what you're saying is... You just told me keep Lava Runners for Fire Fist. And I'm telling...
There are 2/2 with haste for 1 mana, and if you're telling me that the shield is going to perform better than that, I don't know what to tell you, but I think you're 100% wrong. Our deck is aggressive as shit.
But it isn't. It has no turn 2, turn 3 aggression at all.
But we have shitty creatures.
But shitty creatures aren't aggressive.
They absolutely are aggressive. That's
they
what
aren't.
Shitty creatures are for.
2/3s just block our any 2/3 our opponent plays, or any 2/2 first striker puts a total stop to all of our aggression. Not well 2/2 first striker, but at 2/2s and 2/3s stop us outright. Do you really think we can push into any board state?
Yeah, we've got an Icy Manipulator. We've got card draw.
Yes, that's right. We have Icy Manipulator and card draw.
Like,
Value plays.
If all they do is play 1/3s and 2/3s, we're winning the long game anyway.
Exactly. What are we winning with? We're winning with the 5/6 flyer.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if they just play crappy creatures, why do we need the shield? We don't need it to block. We've got a million.
Because it puts our fucking 5/6 flyer out on turn 4 as opposed to turn 6.
Okay, one time it maybe will do that. Every other time, you would rather have it be a fucking two attack power creature.
I wouldn't.
Because that's what we're going to end up cutting for it.
I wouldn't. I would cut. Okay, so let's look at this. Then I wish I could save states of this deck. So I would cut Lava Runner. Indifferent about the shield. What would the rest of these be? Indifferent about the Shizik. It's only okay in this deck.
It's like the best card in this deck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's the
5/3 with haste and trample for 5.
Might cut Golem. I don't want to cut more creatures though. What else do we have? 14. Still gotta get rid of 3 cards. Okay, say we cut shield here. I don't think we can attack into them. So say we cut shield here. I don't like cutting shield because I think it's actually very relevant with the Djinn. What? I mean, and then what? Do we cut Retort over Syncopate?
I would cut the Howling Golem, and I would cut one of the Syncopates and bring back in one of the Lava Runners for count, is what I would do when I would play this deck. And I might even look, what is 42?
God, why do you want to get rid of Howling Golem? If you're aggressive, you love Howling Golem because it feeds you cards to do things.
It gives them cards. I mean, Howling Golem's alright. I don't know that we care that much. I mean...
Hey, Marco.
Maybe we just cut the Run-Amok and we don't care about it at all.
Ooh, I love that card in this deck.
Yeah. Scroll down again. What's below the eliminations? The Wizard's Retort?
Jesus Christ, Victor. It absolutely changes that. If a 2/3 stops our board because we can never attack without getting traded into, then having a shield absolutely lets us continue attacking. It doesn't for us because we have no 3/2s. But my point, though, my point is our deck doesn't actually attack them. It's not actually aggressive. My point is our early game for this deck is actually we wall up with 1/3s and 2/3s, and then we try to outvalue them. The way we outvalue them is our draw, which we have, removal, which we have, our evasive big-ass fucking creature over here, and those are going to be our win conditions and counter spells to get rid of their threats. That's how we're going to win. The deep freeze fucks us on the ground. We're not going to be attacking into them because we're going to create 0/4 defenders every time we remove any sort of threat. Our 2/3s can't attack into anything because they're 2/3s. Our 1/3s can't attack into anything because they're 1/3s. The trickster essentially could allow us to attack one time, but with 2/3s and 1/3s, it's really not very exciting. If we have 2/2 Lava Runners, same deal. Like, nowhere in this deck do I actually see aggression. So what do we probably win with? We probably win with Kickered Fight for Fire. We win with Djinn.
Like the deck, we have 3 insane 4-drops, and we have 2 insane 5-drops that remove one of their creatures when we play either of them, right?
But even these 4-drops are also bad at attacking and also really good at defending. A 4/4 for 4 is a super valuable creature, but when it attacks, if they again have 2/3s down, this creature bricks versus 2/3s. It can't attack into them. They just fucking block with 2 and kill your Cyclops. Like, I don't know how we kill them if we're trying to curve this aggressive, because it doesn't have aggressive creatures. The Drake is aggressive.
I think you're understating how valuable just having shitty creatures is. Like, Grizzly Bears are fine. There's not that many 2/3s in this format. that you can't just attack with a grizzly bear every time.
There's a white common 2/3, a blue common 2/3, a set of green creatures that will do that. All the sapperlings are common. I mean, like, I think every color has a 2/3 that's common except probably red. Black's got, I don't know. It just seems like any board is gonna slow us the fuck down too much.
I just don't see us being able to cut wizard, because that changes our Academy Journey Mage to a 4-drop, and we need them for the Fire Fist Adept to actually remove their creatures. Like, how many cards is this right now?
42, I think.
42? Yeah, I would cut the Howling Golem, and then I would...
So let me see what you want. You want 2 Lava Runners in. You want the Howling Golem out, 1 Lava Runner in, and you want 1 Syncopate out?
What's our creature count right now?
14?
14. Yeah, this looks like the deck I would play.
And
yeah, this is the deck I would play.
This is the deck you play. This is the deck you'd play.
Yep, this is the one I'd play. And then if they're playing 3 colors, I would board in 2 seismic shifts every single game.
But, okay. Again, we don't have aggression.
I mean, if you just want to go all in on the Zaphid and play a bunch of shitty fucking walls and Shield of the Realm, you're welcome to do that, but I don't think it's good.
We're going to have no aggression. We're going to run into our removal, creating more barriers that we can't get through. And we're going to run into our 1, 2s, and 3s don't synergize with attacking them. None of them except Shizak. Shizak and Overseer are literally the only 1s, 2s, and 3s that we have that are aggressive at all out of all of our deck. Cyclops is great on an empty board, but we have no way to efficiently trade with them.
Scroll down real quick. So we have 8 ways to remove blockers right now.
No, we have 2 ways to create blockers. This removes threats but doesn't remove blockers.
Like, they can block one of our creatures, but if we're flooding the board out, it doesn't matter if they have an 0/4. They block 2 damage a turn, like whatever.
Well, not whatever. This deck, if you're trying to rush them down, then yes, going wide around it doesn't lose you the creatures, but it loses you damage every turn.
So what? We win the long game. We don't care if we lose damage every turn. Like,
we do care if we lose damage every turn. We don't win the long game.
Going all in on the Zephid is not a good idea here, because that's literally what the deck you would play is doing. It's going all in on the Zephid, and if they have 1 piece of removal for it, we literally are just bricked because we don't have creatures.
It's not going all in the Zephyr. So okay, so let's look at this. This is what you'd play, and this is fine. We can maybe I might even play games like this, but we can. This is the deck that you want to do, right? Now,
that's the deck I would play.
Now shift gears and help me build the deck that I want to do with this, and we'll take a look at what they look like and see how those play. Okay?
Okay, sure.
All right.
So you want the Howling Golem and the Shield then?
Well, what I want to think about, it doesn't have to be Shield. Howling Golem, I think, probably fits with this. Is I suspect with a bunch of 2/3s, 1/3s, and 4/4s who don't have offensive abilities, what I think is probably going to happen is I think the early game is going to stall out for both sides most games. So we have to kind of figure out when that happens, how do we win still?
We've got a bunch of ways to break board parity, right? We have Icy Manipulator, Fire Fist Adept, the Bounce Journey Mage.
Right, exactly.
We also have Divination that breaks
parity. Because we get card advantage. Yeah, exactly. So what cards then synergize with that strategy? So I think another Syncopate makes sense because we're trying to just value them out, and part of valuing them out is removing their high value spells. I think probably the Lava Runner doesn't work here because we're tying the board. I think Run Amok is fine when we attack and get value out of it. The Drake is certainly a win condition. The Zahid is a win condition. The earlier we get the Zahid down, the better. I would suggest running the artifacts for that. These 2 in particular come to mind. I don't know about the Shizak here. That's a maybe. It's probably the best card in our deck.
If you cut that deck, if you cut the card from your deck, like I'm just gonna leave because it's literally like the 2nd best card in our deck after the Icy Manipulator and the Zahid. So 3rd best actually, but still.
All right, so what do you cut then?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to play those 3 cards, like, we're cutting good creatures for those.
Okay.
We're cutting wizards because that's all we have in the deck.
Probably the Overseer.
I don't like that's our other win condition at 7, right? Like, I don't think we can afford to cut that. So like, if you're cutting these cards, you're either cutting Academy Drake, Tolarian Scholars, Voldian Arcanists, or Rampaging Cyclopses. And I don't think the Howling Golem and the Shield of the Realm and the Syncopate are better than any of those other cards.
All right. Well, again,
That's the entire point that I'm making.
Play the game, right? So the game of like we agreed to make this deck with that mindset. So with that mindset, what do we cut?
I mean, with the mindset that you want to play the long game, it's literally the same deck that I came up with. Because the card, like, if you want to cut the better cards for worse cards, you're welcome to do that. But I don't see a world in which
let's just look at it first.
Those cards are better than a high powered creature. Like it cuts our wizard deck down too much. Like we would cut the run amok if we're playing defensively, right?
Maybe
we're never going to attack them.
Well, we're going to attack with.
It would be.
No, we attack with flyers. I think maybe shield could still go.
I mean, this is exactly the point I'm saying. Like we're going to attack no matter what we're doing, right? So like. Either we're all in on the Zahid or we're not, and playing.
Well, it's not all in on the Zahid. The Drake is an option. This is basically a more controlling red-blue, right? So we're neutralizing big threats and trying to get in damage where we can, and then our late game reach is the Jhin, the Fight with Fire as a kicker, the Icy Manipulator to block their shit, the Journey Mage to get in the surprise stuff, and then Run Amok for running through their defenses, right? Like Drake with Run Amok, for example, goes pretty damn far.
This is.
We need one more.
This is minus Skizzik plus Syncopate minus 1-drop Wizard plus Howling Golem. The deck that I suggested.
Yeah, pretty close, but trying to do different things. We also, I don't know about this Overseer. I hear you as it's maybe a late game win condition. It's pretty expensive on 7 though. I don't want to go lower on creature count. So maybe it's Syncopate. I like Syncopate more than I like Wizard's Retort though, I think. So maybe that.
This is 40 right here?
Yeah.
This looks so bad to me. Like
That's
you
funny.
think Howling Golem is better than Skizzix?
We have maybe enough 2/3s that it's not relevant.
That gives them 2/3 for 3 that gives them more cards instead of a 5/3 with haste and trample for 5.
So you want to do something like that? I'm okay with that. Our 3-drops are looking a little light to me, but the Scholars and Arcanists together are very solid.
Yeah, I mean, this is just mine. This is... What did you put? What is in here that I...
Removed.
Didn't have in my deck. I'm trying to figure this out right now, because like, it's really small for me.
It's close. It's something to do with the Lava Runners. There's one Lava Runner in for you, but what was out for you?
I don't actually know. So I'm looking at this right now.
I'm not sure either, actually. What the hell did you cut?
Yeah, I'm really confused right now, actually. Did I have 41 in my deck? I might have said 41
You
in
might
my
have.
deck. I'm really like because I'm like I was -1 Syncopate +1 Lava Runner, but I'm like looking at this right now and I don't understand.
See, I'm okay with this right here. This is okay to me. I hate that we no longer have the artifact synergies for the Jhin, but I agree the Golem isn't super amazing and the Shield doesn't seem to fit because we have better value. We have higher quality cards in there. I don't think this is gonna be an aggressive attacking deck, but I guess we can play that as we see the board. But as long as we're not all inning, the Lava Runners in particular seem really bad to me because it feels like we're all inning on something that just isn't going to do anything for us.
3, 4, 5,
7,
6,
7.
He counts himself, so 7.
Yep.
I don't know. Seems a little low to me.
Over 8.
I just don't know what I would cut though, because if this is 40 cards, this is 40 cards. Scroll to the right up there. Second,
sure.
Sideboard. Trying to get a grasp of what I had in this deck. Yeah, I guess I just was at 41 right there, and I was just counting wrong.
Okay. I don't really want to cut Deep Freeze.
Yeah, this looks well. We can't cut it. We're not cutting any of our good cards, like, which is the entire point that I was trying to make. Like, all of our cards are just better than those 2 cards that you want in for the artifacts. Is the issue.
Yeah, I don't disagree that Skizzix is individually a better card than Howling Golem or Shield of the Realm. I don't disagree with that whatsoever. I'm just worried about the synergy in our deck. Like, I don't...
Who gives a shit about synergy? It's a 5. It's a 5. It just kills them sometimes, right? Like...
Well, but that's the point.
Big
like,
fucking creature.
5/6 on 4 often just kills somebody.
Yeah, that requires you to get 2 cards instead of just having... That Zahid is a big win condition and Skizzix is a big win condition, right?
But even Skizzix,
having 2 win conditions, we have a Shield of the Realm and a win condition.
Skizzix is massively better with the Shield of the Realm. the Cyclops is massively better with the Shield of the Realm. Like, Cyclops has massive synergy with Shield of the Realm, because now we can actually attack in, and if they have 2/2/2s or something like that, they can't trade with that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to kill anything, but we can at least attack into a board there. And again,
we can attack into that board anyway.
We can't.
We've got enough aggressive. Yeah, how can we not? We have a billion ways to break that parity on the board. That's what I'm saying.
All right, identify the next card that would be cut.
Manipulator, a Journey Mage, a Fire Fist. If we're cutting one more card here,
Yep.
it's probably the Run Amok.
The Run Amok.
I don't like it.
I wouldn't cut Run Amok. I would cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought we were at 40 cards before.
We are, but I'm trying to think about, like, I want to be able to compare a situation to Shield of the Realm. So what card would we cut? You think Run Amok? I don't think I agree. I think I would probably cut. I don't even want to cut the Syncopate, honestly. I kind of want that Syncopate in here.
No, like it's we can't afford to cut any more of our creatures. So
you want to play 41 with this and just keep the fucking Syncopate?
Keep the second Syncopate.
Yeah.
How many answers do we have with the one? We have the Syncopate, the Wizard's Retort, the Fire, the Icy, Fire Intervention, Fire Fist Adept, Journey Mage is 7. Scroll down. I think we're okay with 9 because of the double deep freezes, and then Keldon Overseer makes 10 to break board parity states, or 11 with the Trickster. I think we only need the one, actually. We've got 11 ways to break board parity without Run Amok, and that requires us to be attacking. I think 11 is enough.
All right. And if you were to cut one card, you'd cut Run Amok here over Syncopate?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't like cutting either of those cards, though. I think 2 counters is probably fine.
I might cut one Divination here.
It depends what I was putting in, technically, but I think this is probably the right 40.
I might cut Divination.
No, Divination's, like, insane.
All right, well, let's compare Run Amok. I think Run Amok to Shield is going to be an unfair comparison because the Shield gets value over multiple turns, and the Run Amok doesn't. Run Amok gets value once.
If we were trying to put the Shield, then what we would be cutting is a Wizard. And I don't think we can afford to cut a Wizard.
I wouldn't cut a Wizard here. Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
but again, like,
cards on the chopping block are like Talarian Scholar and Arcanist. So
I guess part of my issue is I want to make the comparison. I want to see how many times, like, having that Djinn out 2 turns earlier would have been something we could have done because of Shield of the Realm. Because when I played this in the past, it happens a lot. Now
we can still get him out on 5 with the Icy if we want to.
Yeah, if we get that, for sure. But I mean, if we have this shield in, there's twice as many times that will occur, right? So.
Yeah, but then we're playing a shield, so and then we're cutting a real card for that. In this
okay,
deck.
So what is this one going to be called? This is something about long discussions, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Can I make this the card, even though? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
That's the one.
That is the picture for sure. And this is what should we call this? This feels like Retort should be in there, perhaps. I think we'll call this one Filthy's Retort. Okay. We've named 2 after you. We'll name 1 after me, Tsui. All right. What do you think about this deck?
Looks okay.
Actually, considering how hard it was to cut cards from it, makes me suspect it's a little bit better than I initially gave it credit for.
I'm slightly concerned that the Syncopate's not going to be all that good because I feel like we're going to be tapping out at sorcery speed a lot. But if it turns out to be pretty bad, we might just bring in like a Fervent Strike or something over it.
Yeah.
Another creature.
Let's consider Shield versus Syncopate. Let's make that comparison in our games. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Right.
Like that or the Howling Golem, I think.
Yeah.
I think Howling Golem's probably still better than Shield in this deck because we just want cards. But see, I mean, does mana base look right?
If we do, no, we need to fix mana base in a second. We need more red. If we're gonna,
Do we need more red?
Yeah, we do. It's the kicker on Shizak is red, and the kicker on Fight for Fire is red.
Well, Fight for Fire is like a 9, right? So
sure, but this is 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Scroll down. Okay, scroll back up. 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 17 blue mana symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 red symbols. 9 with the burn spell down there. I think 11-6 is actually probably fine. We could go 10. We could go 10-7. We definitely want
early blue.
At least 10 blue sources, though.
Yeah, we got double blue on Trickster, double blue on Retort, double blue on Djinn.
We don't need double red until 5 and 9. So
Yeah,
I think we're probably,
I'll go
I think
one more.
11.6 is probably fine.
Uh,
We were running the Lava Runner. We definitely want to go like 10.7, but
yeah.
with this deck the way that it is, I think 10.7's okay. 11.6 is probably also okay.
You would hold Syncopate over Wizard's Retort?
I keep one Wizard's Retort over Syncopate.
Okay, so we're going to compare Syncopate's performance to Shield performance.
Sure.
All right. Okay, no video yet. The video should be released. Pretty sure the video is out there. Let me just take a look at, do we have the commands up? 2 seconds as I sort that out, and then we'll go. Are you still around, QED? Wrong thing. 2 seconds. All right, let's get to my channel and see if that video has released. I think it has. Yeah, it did release. So I'll throw the link in, or maybe QED can do that if he's here. Or Kex can do it. That would be good. I just want to command Kex to the paper draft video I made last night, so I can put that in the title of the stream, so you guys can get, if you guys want to listen to how it went for me. I was a little buzzed when I made the video and quite happy. Had a really fun time. I'm a little bit all over the place in that video, but other than that, it's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Talked about the experience of it, basically. No actual footage from it. I may consider trying to record in the future. I think it's a bit weird. I think it would be a bit weird if my opponents are playing against me and I've got like a fucking like camera strapped to my head or something. So, all right, let's get going with this. We're gonna go get water and then we're gonna start. So see you guys in just a minute.